Yo, what's up, guys? Back for a new review. Say hello to the turkeys. Yeah, so I'm back for a new review. The last one of 2022. The last review of 2022. And this review will be talking about Ab-Soul's new project, Herbert. So Ab-Soul is someone I don't think gets a lot of respect. Well, I wouldn't say respect, but I don't think he gets a lot of credit for his lyricism, his ability to rap, just his tone. Just yeah, I don't think he's like. I think when it comes to TDE, I think he's the one that really gets the least credit. I honestly think, and I mean, he gets the respect he deserves, but I feel like there's a lot of people that just don't appreciate him. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, with people, because, he hasn't had a mainstream hit like the people on the TD have, like Kendrick, Schoolboy, Izza, J-Rock kind of crossed that with King's Dead, with King's Dead. But yeah, he just don't think he gets the credit he deserves. But when it comes to his project here, I think he really showed he deserves it. You know what I'm saying? The project itself was really good. The only criticism I would have for this project is I would say that I think sometimes it felt like it didn't feel concise. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the only real problem I have, is that it didn't feel concise. It didn't feel like it was very ordered. No, I would say it didn't feel very cohesive. That's what I'm trying to say. It didn't feel cohesive. Some of the tracks were were placed so strange. But that's the only real problem I have with the whole project. But besides that, he was really just talking his shit on this project, and he was also getting very personal too. Just saying how he feels like. He even said on the first two songs, he was talking about how he feels like, he even said he feels like that a lot of people don't give him the respect he deserves, or a lot of people feel like he's underrated because he said on the album, because he hasn't really had a radio type hit. So, I mean, he hasn't really had a hit song. So, I mean, and he was talking about that. And, how the first two songs he was saying that, how he feels like, yeah, he hasn't had a radio hit, but he can still shine, though, by showing his ability to rap and all that. So, I mean, and, there were a few tracks on there that I really, didn't you got to, Hollandaise, and that was a cool song. Then, you just go on and on and on. And the only songs on this album that I really didn't like was the ones that really sounded so that felt like that they weren't mixed too right. You know what I'm saying? Trying to think of what it was called. I think it was called Church on the Move. That song just felt like he was trying to do to the song he was trying to do too much. You know what I'm saying? It felt like he was trying to do too much on that song, Church on the Move, and also the other one too. It was Positive Vibes towards the end. It just felt like on that song too, he was trying to say something on Positive Vibes, but I feel like just the just the way it sounded and the way it was kind of mixed and all that really just made the song sound not great. So Church on the Move and, and Positive Vibes were probably the songs were probably the two songs that probably the two songs that I really didn't care for. But you know, you had you also had your features. You know, you had Joey Badass on Moon Shooter, where him and Joey were talking about, you know, go chase your dreams, go take some risks. You know what I'm saying? Don't stay in one spot. Go shoot for the stars. Go shoot for the moon. Yeah, and if you know, think that was a good song. You know, Absol sounded good on it. Joey sounded good on it. Yeah, just talking about that. I mean, you had features. You had features with the vocals from Lance Skywalker, Janae Aiko, which, by the way, that song with Janae was cool, but that song felt more like an interlude. You had the song with Russ and Big Sean. And by the way, Big Sean killed that verse, by the way. Big Sean demolished that verse. I think that was probably my favorite verse from Big Sean in a long time. Like, that was a good verse. That's probably my favorite verse from Sean in a long time. So, yeah. Like, you know, he was talking about Takeoff and all that. Rest in peace. Russ said he didn't sound bad though too. And you know, you also had and you know, like I said, you had your vocals though too, like from a Sir from Zakari, like the people from ED. But besides all that, yeah. But without all that being saying, the album itself was good. Like, the project felt very personal. Like, he was trying to show himself more, because a lot of the songs on this album, they were talking about his he was talking about his past. Like the stuff he went through to get to, like, the kind of stuff he went through to come compared to where he is now. And he was talking about how he's gone through so much shit the past year or so, and how he feels like he's trying to get back. He's trying to get back to himself. Is basically what he was trying to say. Throughout the project, he was just trying to get back. Because he was talking about 2020. He said a line where he said 2021 was a shit year, and he said that he's now trying to get back to himself. So yeah, like, the project itself was good though. The project itself was good. I just feel like the only problem with it, the project just felt like very the project just didn't feel very cohesive. Like, some of the songs feel like they didn't fit. That's what I'm saying. Some of the songs feel like they didn't really like fit. Is what I'm saying. So, but besides that, yeah, good project from Soul to close out 2022. And yeah, that's really it for my review. Yeah, guys. And so now we're at the last review of 2022. I'm going to do my top 10 list of 2022 soon, and I'm gonna do some more stuff too to close out the year. So yeah, and I have my pencil here, but yeah. So that's really it. I will see you guys soon, and say goodbye to the turkeys. And yeah, that's it. Goodbye.